Hey folks, how we doing? Jay Swick here. Hope everybody's doing decent today. So this is the review of YerrrTape. I was very gracious in that he gave me a very large response back and whatnot. So we're gonna go through everything. I have it set up on a couple of boards and whatnot. So I will put this disclaimer first. Welder hands. I beat the shit out of my hands. My fingers are not the greatest, like texture wise. Definitely a little bit more on the dry side. Illinois, naturally fucking super dry, especially here in the wintertime. Um, so, with all that being said, I'll get to my overall thoughts and opinions on the grip here in a short bit. But I always try to ask the company or company owners just a quick couple questions. They can be as in depth as they want to. So, here are some of the response that ESCO gave to me for this review here, and just my overall questions that I gotta ask people. My overall idea for my company is to share the experience. I'm a shredder first before anything. Even though grip tape is subjective, I know what kind of naturally works for everyone. Everyone wants the same thing: long lasting, no break in times, good customer service, a trusted brand owned by someone who actually cares about the products he's making. And I feel like I'm offering that to the people. And once again, he got back to me so quick with this. I couldn't be more thankful on that. Um, so to continue, once again, I always ask what collabs, whatever. He says he's not going to give us any information on collabs right now. He doesn't want to expose that, but definitely know collabs are in the works and some will be coming. Um, the future of YerrrTape, he says, is to always be dope, always strive to create a better fingerboarding experience, whether you're a pro or a beginner. Yerrr is for you. So I definitely, I can agree that on almost any board that I've tried I really do like it. So I'm going to get to my one single con that I had about any of this tape. I pre-abused it. Well, I had some that I beat the shit out of, like on this deli tape. I've just, yeah, there you go. I have tried to create as much abuse to that one specifically, a lot of it being artificial, but trying to be meticulous in it, whether that's just hitting a couple of bricks and whatnot, getting it on the rails and just going sideways, um, having my kids take their little nails to it and whatnot. Um, so just trying to beat the shit out of it. I even poured a little bit. I took a little water dropper and I put some on there and I let it soak in there for a little bit. Obviously, I tried not letting it soak into the wood, so trying to keep the board flat and whatnot. But I have it on a couple of pieces, and I don't really want to change it up. I have an arcane fingerboard that we're going to be doing a review on here very soon, and that thing's got crazy pops. It feels so good. And then I got the deli board that I was just showing off here. And this is a little bit of a wider, like it's supposed to be 34, but it feels like a 35 floaty board. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that it's necessarily hard to pop, but you can definitely feel more of the control, I think, out of the wider boards when it's being used. My only con overall in all of my testing with it is I didn't enjoy it on zero concave boards, and that's honestly it. I felt like some of my flips and my just pops were a little bit inconsistent, and once again, this could be just a personal thing because I do like zero concave boards, but not being able to feel the tape when I'm riding up, when I'm like trying to do my initial pop or coming up a ramp and whatnot, on the zero concave, it was a little bit on the less grippy side. So if that makes any sense. Other than that, fantastic. I once again, I prefer it with a little bit of concave. It can be the tiniest bit of concave, and I enjoy it. But flat boards, it was hard for me to use. Now, in regards to the review, I think it's a really dope thing that you took the time to even ask these questions. Yerrr will always give the put the writer first vibe because I'm a fingerboarder. I've been around for a while and I know what the community needs. I use all of my own products as well all the time. So gotta love when they're doing that full and first foremost. Um, so it's not just I'm selling or tape or case or clothes. With the products I've been selling, the experience of fingerboarding, finding quality products, interacting with an owner that cares about the customer service side of the business, just an overall community vibe. Everyone is welcome. So I love that. And he might fuck around and post a story or something that says if you don't use YerrrTape, fuck you. And I think it's funny because him and Ish from G Sheets, they're tight. I would love to see a weird like collab between them. Um, that'd be super decent. I honestly want to make a video between them two, just because somebody had said something negatively about G Sheets. You can kind of just I'm not going to go through with that. I talked to both Esco and Ish about it, and I wasn't going to go through with all that because it was a little bit too negative for the most part, obviously. But I was going to try to go at it at a subjective part that's more or less a joke. If you want to get mad about what tape somebody's offering through their store services or what it's grip tape, go use it. um, but I will definitely be one that advocates for brands that puts the R&D into the companies, into their products. And I say that because testing the random tape that you get with Groms, the China tape, the Amazon tape, the company's tape that comes with the boards, the prepackaged tape. I'm not gonna lie, I tend to have a better time with the prepackaged tape. The only exception to that would be I enjoy Gutterfingers tape and I like Slush Colt that tape. I want to try the thin version of that tape because I've only tried the 1 millimeter, but I love the 1 millimeter. That's a big old. It feels like I'm landing on a cushy couch. So with that being the big difference there to the YerrrTape that I had, that's a point 0.7. So it's not that I don't enjoy point 0.5, point 0.7, point 0.8, or 1 millimeter. I enjoy a lot of it. I think some of it obviously is more of a feel, but I think the most of it is in a aesthetic appearance for how thin the tape is, because the tapes all have different characteristics. Um, I need to go mess with Archon Aesthetics and try out his grip again, but his grip was super thick but super slick. He's been working on it, he tells me, so that's great. But once again, Slush Colt, that tape, super thick but grippy as hell. So it really is just playing around and figuring out what you like. I can't thank Esco enough for speaking to me and giving me his full feedback on this. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Um, it's harder for me to review tapes and stuff like that, so I usually try to include another product with it and whatnot, but this was just a direct YerrrTape testing. um YerrrTape has done collabs with Dude Guy Fingerboards. He's done the wheels for them. Well, he got wheels and collab with them, and then he also did the same thing with Deli Tape. And I might be mistaken, he might have done something with Dungeon Crawl, but I might be slightly mistaken on that. Either way, he's definitely saying that there's going to be some cool shit coming out here in the future. Can't wait to see that. So I appreciate everybody that stopped by. We're going to end it here at the 10-minute mark. Adios. Bye. Be safe.